Good morning. I'm Debbie Cronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I am here this morning to show you a really cute card. I want to show you a card that's simple, that you could do if you just had one little small image. And I'm going to use something that's left over from my paper pumpkin. It's pretty much used up. I've made 14 cards out of it. So I had a flower left, 2 flowers left. And I am using the add-on dies. So this is for this month's Paper Pumpkin, July 2026. And the dies are the Detailed Flora dies. And this is what they look like. They are an add-on. They're an additional cost on top of the Paper Pumpkin, but they're well worth it. They're good for 3 months. So these are for July, August, and September. They'll coordinate with those paper pumpkins. And actually, I used this one last month with June's because I got them earlier. And so they just, and it's a nice circle here. This is a really great circle. So just real simple. I'm not using that circle today. So what I'm going to show you is how you can take this little bit of that I have left over. This is all I have left over from my paper pumpkin. That we're going to work with because I do have some other leftover that I'm still working on. So I'll probably be up to 17 or 18 cards this month. Typically, I take the paper pumpkin and I rework it with alternates. And if you are interested in getting in on that, just go to stampwithdeb.com and sign up there to get in on it. But every month I do a multitude of cards from paper pumpkin. So we're going to start with a piece of basic black. And I have these little squares that I've cut. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And these are cut at 2 by 2. Just went online. And so I'm just going to adhere this, just leaving a little bit of an edge, like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And I'm going to go opposites. So I'm going blue here and I'm going to go pink here next to it. And just make sure that that's kind of even there. I'm not leaving a gap in the middle. I'm going to butt them right up against each other. Well, maybe I'm leaving a tiny gap. Okay. Since that one has already decided it wants to have a little gap. So there we go. And then put this in here. We're going to go opposite. Just like that. And this one's going to go over here. Not too worried about my center section because it's going to be covered. So then I've cut a circle from the Stylish Shapes dies, and I just want a small circle. I don't want anything too big. You could layer this. You could layer this with a pink and a blue. I don't like the way that our colors coordinate with this particular one. I could do the blue, but the pink, there's too much yellow in this pink compared to this, and this is Bubble Bath. So I just said, you know what, I'm not going to. And I'm going to pop this up. And I have this little tag that I cut from the Stylish Shapes dies as well. We're going to stamp a greeting on that. So here are my 2 little flowers that I have left that I wanted to focus on. So I have cut a couple of stems using the dies. Oh, the stem is missing. There's a stem that goes in this too. It's sitting on my die cut machine probably. So I've cut a couple of those. So I'm just going to attach those. I'm not going to pop up my flowers or my stems. So probably should put my flowers on first. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put my flowers on first. I'm going to use a glue dot on my flowers. So let me grab my glue dots here. And just stick that on there. And that one on there. And just arrange my flowers first. That one's pretty big. This one's pretty big. So I don't care if they overlap. That's okay. Okay, now we can put the stems on. So you see I've filled up that whole circle with those flowers. And I'm going to go a little lower with my stem there. And we'll put this one on. Just like that. Okay, we're going to put some bling on those flowers. And we're going to raise this up on dimensionals. So let me grab my dimensionals. I have 2 desks, guys. So everything is always at the other desk that I want. So that's why you see me going back and forth. And of course, I can't find my dimensional. So let's grab a new pack out of the drawer. There we go. I go through these like crazy. Okay, so we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. My daughter and her husband just arrived. Okay, so, and I'm going to put that right in the center. I am going to stamp this. The greeting I'm using is, it's a happy birthday, and it comes from Lily of the Valley, but you could use any greeting that you wanted to. I just thought this would look really pretty on here. Oops, I have another leaf there. Oh, and that birthday goes way up. The TH goes way up. So it barely fits on this tag. So just go ahead and add that. Oh, I was going to add something to that. Okay. We're going to, let's bring this back over here. I have some gold cord that I pulled out that I thought would be really pretty. Just wrapped around and tucked underneath. So when I do this, I like to tie a giant size bow with my gold cord. And sometimes it ends up being 2 bows. But if I do this right, I can pull this back around into it and put a glue dot on the center of it. Right in there. I probably should have left my little ends a little bit longer, but let's see if I can just tuck this underneath here. I should have done this before. And it just adds a little something to it. Because I should have done it before I did my dimensionals. And then I'm just going to add some pretty little bling to the centers of my card. So I'm going to use, these are the in colors. And there's the second one. And I have a little leaf here that I thought I would tuck underneath here. So let's put a little glue on that. Just by adding little things, it just steps it up. I am going to put this on a white card base because this is cut exactly the size of the card base. It is not, I'm not allowing the white base to show, but that means I can accent the inside with the black instead of having a black inside. There we go. You don't even know it's on a white card base until you open it, and inside I'm going to put these 2. So I'm going to put my basic white on my basic black. Pretty basic. And just attach those together. And then they'll go on the inside of the card. I like to add this little bit of color in there because it really complements it when you open the card. It also builds a stronger card. And that is our card for today. Thank you for joining me. I will post all of the information and all the supplies I used on Facebook. No, I won't. I'll post them on my blog. And you'll find a free PDF sheet to download. Thanks for joining me. I'm here every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And you'll find me at stampwithdeb.com. Bye-bye.